Hello and welcome to the Stanley Parable. I'm back because I've just been really busy with like holiday and work and school, but I'm back and today we're playing the Stanley Parable, which is a very artsy-fartsy game. It's a very eccentric and weird game with lots of choices and endings, and it's a very weird game. And if you don't understand mature humor, I wouldn't play it because you have to be very mature to understand it and you have to be a genius like me. So let's begin the game. It's about Stanley Parable, who is a office worker, and he actually you can find out for yourself once it starts. Yeah, I think the introduction might start. I'm not sure. If it does, then it'll be okay. Loading. Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a long time since I made a video. Well, I'm making one now. Yeah, okay, listen to this.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Very good
Orders
job.
came to him through a
High
monitor
salary.
on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Maybe he was.
And Stanley was happy.
Until one day.
And then one day,
okay.
something
Same
very
thing.
peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
60
order
minutes.
had arrived on the monitor for
Actually,
him
you
to
sit at a
follow.
desk and do nothing
No
for
one had
60
showed
minutes.
up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Glitch, lol.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Okay. So I guess this is it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can we go back to him? No? Okay. Are you sure? We'll try. Who knows? 7's a lucky number. No? No? What about this one?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Well, that's a nice sky. Nothing. Wait, what's that? Oh, okay. It's just like the sewage place. That's a lovely, like, view for someone. Imagine being in that office, having a view of a sewage.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left or right? I'm gonna go left. Gonna listen to it. Where are my feet? Where's my feet? I don't even have a body. Oh well.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter that. Whiteboard manager. Who has a whiteboard manager? Work harder, hard worker. Huh? Throw something in the idea bin. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Number of slides on this. To do. Tom something. I'm not bothered to read it. Broom closet. Ow. Stop pushing me. This is interesting.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there
cold.
was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay. Fine. If I have to.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. That doesn't open. Got a weird entrance to an office. The receptionist isn't here, that's worrying. Is that it? Nope, okay. Whoa, this is a weird office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have
What is
known
that?
was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2825, right? 2, 8,
Stanley
2,
just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
5.
Trying to Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad,
Did you just
knowing full
intuit?
well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845,
Oh.
it would be another story in
2,
2845.
5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
Hello.
by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I don't like this. What's over here? Nothing. Great. Okay. This is dark and horrible. Ah! Loading. Loading, loading, loading. Hurry up. Alright.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This
Because
question would
you're
not
lonely.
go unanswered for long.
This is intriguing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
Whoa.
that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought
I have no
to
idea what
himself.
this is.
Did he have
Really
the
scary.
strength to find out?
I have no feet, but oh, whatever. Oh, hi.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Whoa. That's creepy. What are we supposed to do now? Oh. Now what? Oh. Yeah.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it.
No.
He couldn't accept it.
The hell's
His
a pirate?
own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
Wasn't it?
Tut,
Was
tut,
it
tut.
even possible? Had
Wow.
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Blind, not deaf. There's a difference. I
But
learned
here
that
was
out
the
yesterday.
proof.
No, I'm
The
kidding. I'm not
heart of the
American.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
Maybe they're all gone because the
Walking,
mind control
eating,
status is
working.
gone. Like, it's
All of it
offline,
monitored
not
and
online.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I didn't do anything. Oh god. Is that it? Is that the end? No, it's not the end.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I think it is. Oh god.
Yes.
Oh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers
I just died.
gone?
Oh.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Well, once the black thing goes, yeah, I will. It's not a door, I don't know what it is. It's more like a pathway.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
I'm not controlling this.
This was
is a
exactly
cutscene,
the
by
way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
This bit, not the whole game.
And Stanley was happy.
So I guess that is it. The end of part 1 of Stanley Parable. Oh my god, I just coughed. I'll see you guys later with next episode. And hopefully we do some biz. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later.